Hello and welcome to the Electronic Galaxy update number 36. That's 3 years.
3 years.
Yes. My parrot over here, Velipa.
Whack. There's my
I was
cracker. Whack.
I was hoping
No.
you'd play into that. I am your host, Achela, and this is Velipa, drinking some orange juice straight from the container like a savage. Wonderful.
I think this is Crystal Light. I don't know which one.
So, this time, we've actually been heavily debating over the past few days. What should we do? We should do something special, something spectacular. So what have we done that's really so special to begin with? Well,
We're going
tonight,
to do. Oh, you're talking. Stupid lag.
we're going to do a threefer. I won't say what they're going to be, but we're going to do three things for you specifically.
All will be revealed in time.
Yes.
To say something mysterious and vague.
So for our first contestant, I'm going to turn on the music for it. We are going to be playing a game of Doom.
I don't know if I was supposed to reveal. Without seeing your video, I can't plan these reveals.
No, you're fine. So this is IMVU2 Desert Stronghold made by Malice Storm, I guess. So let's just jump right into it. Let's not waste any time. Let's die.
What are you talking about? I only died once. You died twice on our practice run.
3 times.
Grab the guns. Chain gunners first. Hit scan enemies. Need to kick the bucket so that we don't get sniped. Let's not grab any ammo or any prepared. You didn't die, you troll.
To fight. Three, two, one.
As for that, let's not waste any time. Let's die. That's a reference.
Five left. Lost souls coming over the edge. One left.
One left.
Let's actually pick up ammo this time.
I said sorry. What else do you want me to say?
It won't happen again, sir.
Alright, you know what I'm going to tell you? Achela, deal with it.
I know that reference.
That's how I end my videos. I pick a random one. I say my name and then I say a random end to it. One of like 20 that I have.
Okay, I'm good to go whenever you are.
I just need some more chain gun ammo, but I'm
It's
good.
over here. The box of bullets is this platform right here.
Oh, thanks. You can go ahead and kill him.
Poke. I like how the bars raise up and down every time.
Prepare to fight.
Oh boy, the minigun and the super shotgun are up in the back.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
And you can also grab ammo up on the railings.
And forget about
the flying imps.
Yeah.
Don't forget you can deal with them with the minigun, but the minigun is on my side.
Got me off the edge. Stupid imps.
I can see the vast majority of the mobs are going for you.
Stealing the armor.
Okay. I grabbed it last time.
Really?
I did. 6 left. 4 left.
3, 2.
Don't know if we should keep the imp. Let's keep the imp. I'd rather deal with the imp than the lost soul. Because the lost soul can fly off the map, and then we'd be looking for it for a while.
Yeah, and that would definitely not be the best thing to do.
Especially with we're hurrying thing. So it's probably more efficient to grab ammo up top. There's shells. There's shells on the minigun side and bullets on the shotgun side.
This music isn't great, I guess, but it's catchy enough.
It's the music from E1 M6 in the original Doom, as well as a bunch of others, because all the music, pretty much every song in Doom got reused at some point. And people will point out that I'm wrong, and then I'm like, I don't have time to fully analyze what I'm saying. Yeah, I know E3M8, Stormtroopers of Death, it was unique to that level.
Okay,
Assuming.
go ahead and get him. You know where he is?
Yep. Alright, so our game plan is going to be basically to camp
Prepare
up
to
top
fight.
and kill the imps, the flying imps as fast as we can so we don't get flanked.
2, 1, fight.
All of once, never again.
Well, those flying imps have that triple fireball projectile thing that they can spam up. The rocket launcher is up in the room that's on my side. Auto aim. You should have hit that imp. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, hey, you're coming right back. And I didn't have any bullets. I thought I picked up bullets. Oh well.
Alright, 2 left. 1.
Yep. I don't know where the one went to. Make sure you've grabbed the rocket launcher. Oh, there's the one.
I appreciate you worrying about me, but you don't need to.
Okay, how's your armor?
What'd I just say?
Well, I want to know if it's justifiable that I grab it.
Yes, go ahead. I'm at 89.
I'm at 60 something. I like how the HUD is blocked off with who wrote the HUD, and then the message about who made the map is overlaid on top of it.
Yeah. Sometimes it helps to hire a real programmer. Unlike that one guy that we both know of. They're like, hey dude, can you do this? No, I'm a web designer. Dude, you said you were a programmer. Yeah, something like that. No.
I'm whatever the job demands without having any of the skills the job demands.
If you're good on ammo, you can go ahead and kill it.
Okay. Got a strafe, man. Don't stand there and take it to the face.
Prepare to fight.
That would be the left wall. Right wall. No, left wall. Going down. That's earthquake.
3, 2,
Left, right, left, right,
1,
left.
Fight.
You all know I can't remember names and expect me to remember cardinal directions.
Fortunately, the imps are easy.
Rockets, however, are not. With all your boasting that you play a soldier, I'm surprised.
Well, I'm sure you'll remember. There's only one cure for a lightning bolt to the face. And apparently that's singing at your bedside.
Mhm. 5 left.
I think the plasma rifle should be coming next.
So yeah, let me just. Where's the bullets? All just fall off the ledge. They're a little bit more down. Okay. Oh, apparently I have 1 ally left, by the way.
What?
That was the last one? Question mark?
Yeah,
Prepare to fight.
Shit.
I guess I should have mentioned I got the other one.
3, 2, 1.
Communication, man. This is what I'm talking about.
No, you were talking about me going lone wolf.
No, I was talking about communication. If there's one left, if I'm in the middle of talking or you're in the middle of talking, I'll point it out.
Alright, well, how do you want me to do that? You want it Morse code with me tapping on my leg? Or do you want
One
it
left
in
is
binary
fine.
code?
1 left shout out is fine. Oh, hi. That's the wrong way to go. Alright, how about we try this again? Ah, most of the mobs that are left are on your side. I also like how the graphics for rockets have changed.
Ah,
7.
pedestal. Three. And they're all flyers.
Yay.
Alright, 1 left.
The ones near me. Yeah. Alright. Grab that plasma rifle. How am I doing on everything else? I need bullets, that's what I need. Wouldn't mind some rockets.
You and me both.
Well, I know where the rockets are. Apparently now I'm full on rockets. There's 2 boxes in the building on the right, and then there's 2 boxes up here on the ledge. I really want to know where that drain rune spawns, because I didn't even see it, and it hasn't popped up yet. I'm good to go.
Alright, I hear you.
Prepare to fight.
There's
The
nothing
other wall
quite
falls.
nice. There's nothing quite like taking a rocket to the face, surviving, and then killing the other guy with splash
1.
damage.
Fight.
So if I recall correctly, this is when we actually get the Doom Sphere to pop up. and I wanted to be at a little bit better of an ammo situation for that. It's worth taking a few hits for Doomsphere. Oh, it's not up yet. Damn. I don't know if that's on a time delay or what. Or maybe it's in wave 8 and 9 only. Oh, I like how there's actually demons up that we could try to save at least one. It looks like you killed them all. The drain rune is up. Okay. I'm good forever.
All right, 3.
Two. Who the heck shot at me?
That would be number 2. And
One left. And it's a lost soul in the back.
I think it's on me, actually.
Yeah, it's on you.
Ah, cool.
I'm good. Are you good?
Yeah, just let me get some armor and a little bit more ammo.
There was only the one armor, and I think I grabbed it this round because I had 0 or 4 or something low.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I don't need it, and we're good.
You can grab it for the next 2. Okay. Line up the sniper shot.
Prepare to fight. Three, two, one, fight.
Okay, the Doomsphere is up. Made sure of it because I can actually see it. I'm gonna grab some bullets and I'm gonna go for the Doomsphere. That would be somebody IMing me. I forget how to actually grab this. Wasn't I supposed to go at this corner and then go up? Those freaking Abaddons. Okay, good. It got killed. 8 left.
I hear you. 4.
2.
All right, Walker or Flyer? Walker.
Yep. Walker by far, because those souls will charge and then they'll either get glitched or they'll be flying slowly backwards forever.
Only a matter of time before a computer glitches.
They did that in the original Doom. Oh, hey, it's actually a blood demon. That's even better. Good on everything except for cells, but I don't really use the plasma rifle all that much.
Oh yeah, Railgun should be next.
Yeah, and that'll be awesome. By the way, come over here and grab this drain rune. It's
Yes,
in the
I'm
building
there.
on the left.
Can you define left a little bit more clearly?
Building on the left. Yeah, this thing with a nail through it, that's the drain rune. Basically, it's actually pretty broken. Every time you deal damage, you get healed for the damage you dealt.
Ooh. All right. So you're good?
Yep.
Prepare to fight.
Same plan as before.
I like how we never actually said which side we were going to be
3,
on. And it's just
2,
kind of assumed I
1,
get right, you get
fight.
left.
I'm left-handed. I play it stronger when I'm on the left.
Oh, so there you are.
Where is that app? Oh, you killed the Abaddon. I'm like, I'll take this and I will march straight to that Abaddon. You want to grab the armor?
I did.
Grab this one there.
Alright.
Yeah, with the drain rune, you can play completely careless. So long as you can actually hit something. Just rockets will still splash you.
Alright, 2 left.
One left, and it doesn't matter because it's the
I
last
know.
wave.
Ah, there you are.
Victory!
Dead.
Ha!
I still don't know what time means.
I have no idea what time means either.
Alright, well. That was
Let
fun.
us quit. It was a pretty decent map. There is a texturing error with one of the castle bricks. But when they say easy difficulty, that was actually pretty easy and very enjoyable.
Indeed. Alright, so on to the next.
Phase 2.
I think you mean change the webcam so that it actually fits in a better position. I think you actually mean phase. Shift? Nah. I'm doing Guitar Hero 3.
Right, I actually forgot I have to actually plug in my guitar.
And I might have to mess with mine a little bit. Nope. It is
No.
not doing that thing again.
Which thing is it doing? Or which thing could it do?
Sometimes my Xbox guitars don't sync properly, so I have to unplug and replug the thing.
Gotcha.
Set that back to Dvorak, mouse. Alright, and good to go. So I'm ready whenever you are.
I'm currently putting in... why would you do that? Why would you not put things in their own folder?
I did,
No, you didn't.
but I did. I
No, you
had
didn't.
them in their own folder.
No, they're and when you zipped them up, they are literally in their base folder. They're not in, say, they're not in farewell/farewell. No, they don't even have that. They're just in their root folder.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Okay, well, in that case, sorry that I've offended you somehow.
The only reason why it's slightly offensive is only because I had to extract the extraction and then right-click extract to folder.
You mean you don't have Bandicam where it's extract automatically or extract each?
No, it's WinRare. I don't use Bandicam for extractions.
Bandy Zip?
I don't use BandyZip for extractions.
I do. I use it for extractions, but I use 7-Zip for putting it in.
BOS. Put no fail on. Given anything faster than like 200 FPS, Fofix will fail you in like 5 notes.
Alright, so I think that's only fair that we start with yours.
Good old DNA.
Precisely.
Well, you have like 8 choices, which is kind of unbalanced. But to be fair, Doom was my first choice.
Okay, good. Go ahead and start and tell me when you're ready.
All
right.
Tab, Control Shift Escape. Skype has a crash on it. Am I still live?
Yeah.
I need to set the affinity, and if I push OK, I'm worried Skype will crash. So if I randomly go offline, I might lose the broadcast. Everything still holding?
Nope. You are now frozen.
Frack.
Go ahead, restart Skype. I'll wait.
Okay. We're back.
We are. Your audio quality is slightly coming back.
Give it time.
I'll give it 5 more seconds. That's time, right?
Well, I understand why they did it the way they did it in for Skype, but it should not crash when I switch in and when I Alt Tab out of and back into a full screen application.
You're right. It shouldn't crash, but it will.
They're like, we fixed it in version 7. I'm like, no. You've disabled a lot of other features to fix one.
Exactly. All right, are you ready? On 3.
I don't get a 3 count. It'll just start the song.
3, 2, 1, go.
Haven't played this in a while.
All right, I'm going to be a bit delayed.
This is one of the few instances where that Hobo Shield actually benefits me. But of course, if you're off by 1, then you're permanently off by 1 the whole time. Wow, it broke combo like midway. There's one I can't do. It's red green. Try it though. Got it. Oh, off by one. What's the problem? The pull-offs do not work. Let's do trills on a game that does not like pull-offs. Yeah, that'll be so much fun.
You know what? You can just go straight to hell, Guitar Hero 3, with your precise, exact things.
And Fofix can go straight to hell with its poor mechanics. Fofix is like, oh, you're off by one thing, so you don't get that strum then fret delay thing that GH3 and Phase Shift will have. Yeah, so it would have been infinitely better to activate Star Power during those chords, but again. I debate literally breaking combo and then replying to that. Of course, why would it count? You're off by one. And so you will remain off by one until you hit a strum.
Whatever.
It's a bad Star Power path, so it's like probably a lower run. Like anything beyond not having gold stars there, it's like a run I'd restart for. Yay for the slow strum. And I forgot it's not blue. Just to hit the outro chords. By a bit delayed, you weren't kidding. Unless you started playing a different song.
Oh no, I failed.
I had no idea.
What happened to the audio? It's all off.
It's been like that ever since you made the song, dude. It's in the FLP like that too. The problem was that that controller automation thingy in FL that was completely bugged out, and it muted the audio immediately after that. So how'd you do?
6-0 something, I think.
Yeah, 648. It wasn't my greatest run, but how's your accuracy?
639, 93%.
92.6, which would round up to 93
No,
on Guitar Hero 3.
636.
2392 notes hit. How about you?
407 streak. Notes hit 2418.
Damn. Out of 2583? Just making sure that we count notes the same.
I didn't check.
You hit more notes. I got slightly more points. So what's your pick?
Eden. B2.
Okay.
This time I'm going to do it right.
I forgot. I don't get 3 counts when
All
I'm
right.
in legit mode.
3, 2, 1, go.
Mine will be 2 seconds behind because of that. Yeah. Oh, I remember how to get 3 counts now. We haven't done this in forever.
Ding, 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 ding.
I thought that was your work in progress game.
Well, it started out as this.
Yeah, for them being logos. I'm just sorry I wasn't there when you made Eden P2 because Eden was always one of my favorite customs by you. Ah, note from the future. Really? It didn't hit the 3-note chord, but that somehow didn't break star power? What happens when I do the legit way and not actually spam. Pull-offs aren't a thing, making this entire pattern like ridiculously hard. had to reach off green to hit that orange. And of course, I missed the first 3-note chord, therefore breaking star power. In any of your new music going forward, are you going to do background images again?
I don't know.
Well, I know that GH3 can't use them. Like, phase shift and focus. And I know on phase shift you just have that animated one. I still cannot hit that 3-note chord, that first one that's there. And I like how it doesn't break star power, but I'm missing it. If the game would let me recover, thank you. I'll just do it that way then. Nope, there's the first time where I hit the star power note, but because of the notes it did previously, the star power path breaks. Which is the rule where I'm saying it didn't break star power. Focus is actually random whether or not you get a star power path. Hooray! I didn't break combo except for... Well, I didn't break combo hitting the 3-note chord. Broke combo plenty of times during my strumming. Nice. So not hit the strum. And then let's try to hit the strum and not hit the strum. Forgot about the 3-note chord transition. As I go to hit a 5-note chord, and it's not that one.
$678. 96%.
94.7. 746K.
Oh, that was the same chart. You hit. Looks like
I missed really badly during
37.
all of the I missed really badly during all of the tapping because that's all pull-off based. In this game, we require you to frame perfect every fret. In other words,
missed
pull-offs don't
37 more notes than I did.
How's your streak?
293.
670.
All right. Well, I'm gonna suggest call it here and go on to the next thing.
No, I can do one more round.
Okay. So now,
Let's
which?
Your choice was Prism Lake, wasn't it?
Sure. Why not?
Let's see. Given every single song that I have access to right now, what haven't we played in forever? And I wouldn't pick Vivacious Animations unless you had a demo version of it. How
Well, I only had.
How about we do Life? We haven't done Life in forever.
I only imported those 4 songs. In order to get the other ones, I have to start Phase Shift.
So which 4 songs? So we have Eden V2, we have
Prism Lake, Dynamo 4, Eden, and DNA.
Alrighty, fine. We'll do Dynamo 4. I'm going to assume the one that has no score is the right one, but I won't know.
It's supposed to be version 2.
Okay, I'm on 3 count.
3, 2, 1, go.
Was that supposed to go on your 3?
I don't know. Yes, no, whatever.
Yep.
We are on very different versions.
Uh-oh. Do I need to restart?
No.
I want to restart because I've already missed the star power.
Well, then especially no.
I think mine might be the original.
No, it's definitely not.
Not the original, but... Unless... I don't remember the original. Unless that was the other one.
No, it's your chart of it. The one that I said would never work because it's not feasibly conceivable in the Guitar Hero realm.
Gotcha. My chart would be good if extended sustains actually work like they're supposed to. To hit extended sustains in Fofix, you don't have to anchor the notes previous to the original set. Unfortunately, you don't get points once a new note starts, even if you did do it correctly. Which means I've got reverse quad chimneys that I need to work on. I forgot the interlude was here. The breakdown. Yeah, I was expecting the triplets. Why did I make them ladders like a dumbass? I don't remember ever charting this. Which is always a good thing to say midway through.
Nope, can't do it. I don't have no fail on.
Yep. I would have failed, don't worry. Because the game wouldn't let me recover from that.
Oh, and look at that. You're spamming it too. Wonderful.
Because the game won't let me recover. You have to spam because you don't know what note you conceivably have missed. The way this game works is you're supposed to pause to clear out the missed notes. If this game had pull-offs, I could do this intent the way it's supposed to be done.
I think you just stole my chart and then just touched it up a little bit.
I didn't. I charted this against you in that charting competition, remember?
Yeah, now I can see it because those notes are sustained when they shouldn't be.
What was your chart? What part did you fail it at, out of curiosity?
I gave up at the reverse quad chimneys, or quads specifically,
Ah,
because I can't do that. You know, there's stuff
I could do it just not on stream, and I'd have to warm up first.
I could do it if it was practice mode, if practice mode worked properly at maybe 50%, and if you broke it up to about maybe 16 notes per practice section. All right, so Prism Lake.
I'll be playing V1 without the chords.
Oh, forfeit. Nice.
You failed twice.
That doesn't mean I lose. That means I failed once, and I retried. The other one I forfeited.
I'm not forfeiting Prism Lake, but I'm not going to play into chords.
You only know that because I told you so. All right, go ahead and resume. See if it gives you a 3 count.
Yep.
All right, then that's how we'll do it. 3, 2, 1, go.
And you said Prism Lake. You didn't say Prism Lake V2. Wow. Off to an amazing start missing that. You made it a point to say Dynamo V2, but you didn't make it a point to say Prism Lake V2.
Because there's only one version of Prism Lake that I actually released.
Well, I feel bad playing the beta version. My only complaint about Prism Lake was that, and this is very minor because I can actually adjust this myself, was that your lead is quiet compared to all the other parts. And the background is a bit vibrant. But again, I can change that myself. If only this kind of strumming worked on 12X. Of course, my ring finger locked and then it wouldn't pull off, so I immediately moved my hand down to hit yellow. Really happy with my no chords there. Oh, I didn't hit the transition. Of course, why on earth would that happen? Unless you do that. That's what you get with a game with no pulls. Really, that 3-note chord literally didn't even overstrum. It just simply wasn't hit. Another reason against playing directly V2 is because of the big rock engine.
All right, 562, 98% notes.
531, 95.6.
You got me on
Almost.
streak though. 566. You got 651.
Yeah. Again, if Solo Alpha actually was hittable in this game, my score would definitely be a lot better. There's my 1208 run, which is actually recorded somewhere, where pretty much after the fast strumming of the first solo, I FC'd the entire rest of it.
You know, when I built this desk, I gave it a very unique name. This is called the Feelings Table, where we discuss how we feel. So I said to myself, Guitar, I feel like smashing you over an ungrateful program called Guitar Hero 3. The only reason I don't is because I physically can't. There are some programs that would give an
Wait.
arm to be
Yes, you
graced
can.
by my presence.
You can physically smash your guitar over GH3. Just put out your PS3 disc and start smashing it to pieces with your guitar. People have done that before. That's usually how people say, I quit. Or at least that was way back in the day.
Yes, but if you'll take note, I said the code. The game disc may have the code on it, but that's not the code itself. All
Go
right,
bug
so
Exile Lord to mail you a physical copy printout.
okay. All right, so are we ready for stage 3?
If you are.
I am. That's what I'm asking you, though.
I wasn't sure. Asking me if I'm ready does not imply that you're ready by any stretch of the imagination. I see that.
All right, tell me when you're about to switch, and I'll sync mine.
Ready when you are.
Go.
And for our conclusion, we shall do our usual push the button. And I need to get my cheat, which is my to cover the bottom part of my screen so that I can't be tempted to read the answers. And for this case, I'm using some paper bag that I have.
As interested as I am in your paper bag, I really don't care. I'd rather play press the button. If, however, the subject was the paper bag and only the paper bag, then by all means.
The point of the paper bag affects when you push the button, in
Mm-hmm.
that the
I know
answers are
you
down
said
there.
no, not the answers, the comments.
The comments, yeah. But usually the top voted comments are like this: how do you break the question, making what we're talking about completely irrelevant.
Mm-hmm. All right, so just go ahead and start one. Since I technically chose first on your Guitar Hero song, you can go ahead and choose first.
Alrighty, gonna F5 a couple of times, making sure that, oh, I need to push next so that it actually generates a question, and then I'll push F5 a few times. All right, you want to go first, or do you want me to?
I just said. If you
Oh,
want to,
that's
go
what.
ahead.
Alrighty, going. Fix all the mistakes you have made in life, but everything you've ever done right is undone. Wouldn't fixing the mistakes in the first place alter the timeline, making like those decisions completely irrelevant in the first place?
Well, it would also make it so that you would never reach where you are. I'm a firm believer in make mistakes to build your character to be who you are today. That's why I'm a Chela.
Well, I can restate that as character is what you are in the dark, which is a quote that I'm totally stealing. And it comes down to, fix every mistake I've ever had in my entire life. Fix it how so? If you simply mean like, the cure for cancer is killing all life, well, yeah, that fixes cancer, but
I think that means it in an optimistic way, in that everything that you did that you think is wrong, you could go back and do it a different way that you now know would have been a more correct way.
and there's
However,
certain
that's
things,
optimistic.
yeah, and there's certain things that, mistakes. So like every time I've ever tripped, I suddenly don't trip. Okay, I can understand that. So I break my arm and meet a whole bunch of people. So breaking my arm would also be a mistake because everything you've done right is undone as well.
Hmm. Well, in everyone's life, there are mistakes that they would change and mistakes that they would not. That's going a
Yeah.
little bit more into it, but for the sake of argument, I think
All right.
I think what they're trying to go for here is just optimistically, you would get to choose what you think is right or wrong.
If it was that case, then there's only one other condition to this. Um, the real thing comes down to, do I have the knowledge of what I screwed up? If I have, if, like this question can be rephrased as, go back in time with the knowledge you have now, simply so that you don't make those mistakes in the first place. Then, you know, this would be an easy push. Even if everything I've ever done right is undone, if I have the knowledge in the first place, and my bag keeps falling, if I have the knowledge of how to fix the mistake so that it never happens, I would push the button in a heartbeat.
I think this goes a little bit into the paradox of the perfect lie detector. For those of you that aren't aware, the perfect lie detector is a lie detector that doesn't rely on your knowledge of fact.
It's a lie detector that's omniscient.
Exactly. So, if that's the case, and we're using the perfect lie detector paradox, then that means every mistake you've ever done in your life instantly fixed because the definition of a mistake is whatever the hell this thing defines it as. Who knows? Maybe there's the word mistake in Japanese, and it means something like fish.
Well, and here's the interesting part by that line of reasoning. So, every mistake, from whose perspective?
That's literally what I was just getting at. If it's the perspective
I
of
literally
the
just said
machine,
I'm
yeah,
I'm literally just restating what you said. I said to restate and put another way, whose perspective? Because okay, it's kind of like the sum of all numbers is equal to -1 divided by 12. I don't know at what point adding numbers makes the entire thing go back into negative, but it happens. If you know, if are they mistakes from my perspective or not? Because if they're not, like, you know, the goal of life turns out just to be 42 or cheese or something benign like that, you know,
yeah,
this would be quite lethal for me to push the button.
yeah. Wait 7.5 million years. What's the answer to life, the universe, and everything? Oh, it's 42. You made us wait 7.5 million years to learn that? Yes, because you need to be taught a lesson for asking such a stupid question. And I agree with that, actually. Ask a stupid question, get a stupid answer.
I love how the first question is actually one of the longer questions. I'm going to push it because it depends on whose perspective, and if it is optimistic, then I'm going to view it in the optimistic way.
Well, that's just what I said. I don't know. If it's pessimistic, then that means all mistakes, anything that's defined as a mistake in English. So if your life was unintended, that means that your life immediately ceases to exist.
Yep.
I
But
was unplanned.
yep. Ready for yours?
Yes. You receive your own Pokemon. So does your worst enemy, and you always lose to him. Deal. As long as I get to choose which one it is and can train it.
Well, you always lose to him, so the solution is don't fight him. But
Exactly.
so to elaborate on this, which Pokemon would you want?
Oh, that's easy. Ditto.
A
Why
Fireman.
choose one? Why choose one when you can have them all?
I thought Ditto could only turn into things that it physically sees, though.
If that's the case, then I don't have anything to worry about. Because when am I ever going to use Pokemon anyway? Pokemon is just an excuse for cruelty to animals.
Uh huh. Become a successful millionaire, but have to spend the rest of your life naked, unable to tell anyone about your wealth, or you will die. So if I'm a successful millionaire, doesn't say how many millions I have, then wouldn't that imply that people know that I'm a millionaire in the first place, and I wouldn't have to tell anyone about my wealth?
I can answer this question with an old story. Actually, no, I really can't.
Story time with Achela on Will You Push the Button?
I need to read stories on YouTube. Oh, wait, they stopped monetization. I need to read stories on YouTube anyway, because at this point, who cares? I can't make money off of it because I'm a Christian.
You can make money off YouTube being a Christian.
No, you
There's
can't.
lots of yeah, there's lots of people that do that, you know.
Not anymore. They cut
Oh,
that.
they're still there.
The only reason we're still using YouTube is because there's literally not a better alternative besides Daily Motion, but they limit us to an hour. Okay, but for this, to get back to what I was saying, um, I can't think of the story that I really want to say. I know it has something to do with someone in the early 1900s, but I can't remember his name for the life of me. So anyway, there are people that have millions and millions of dollars that they spend a lot of that money to make sure you never hear of them. In fact, there's a character in Monk the television series. I don't remember his name either, but he's, I want to say, 800 pounds obese, spends all his time in a bed eating fried foods and chocolates and sweets and whatnot. Yeah, die of diabetes, I can tell you that. Anyway, he spends millions and millions of dollars to make sure you never hear of who he is. And that's just in the television show. So you can
Well,
be a successful reclusive millionaire.
you're like, he spends all of his time making sure he's not known, and I forgot his name. Well, I'm like, duh. That's exactly in his character.
Well, the only reason Monk knows about him is because the guy framed Monk for something, then sued him over it, and knew that he was going to lose, so he just kept the court thing going, the case going, until eventually him and his wife ran out of money, and then they settled out of court.
Got it. Well, trading, wearing clothes for millions of dollars. Hell yeah, I have no problem running around naked. And a successful millionaire. Well, that means what I'm doing is right.
Nice.
Like, not morally right, but it's correct in that I'm making money.
It's financially right. Because who cares about morals nowadays? Evidently no one.
Ready for yours?
Mm-hmm. Okay, you can never get hurt, but you can't use any means of transportation except feet. Why do I get all the Pokemon ones? The two that I've gotten already, the Pokemon. Like, hands down.
Robot enhanced biological legs that give you Superman's flying abilities.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, too. Although, technically, based on the way that this is proposed to me, I can call something feet, and it still counts as feet. So,
Well, it says you can't use any means of transportation.
hmm.
So, I agree with you.
But if I call this car feet, then I can use it.
Yes, but that means you can only get around through it.
No, because I call my legs digits. When it's attached to your toes, feet. Also, I call everything feet, just like Homer Simpson calls all music Mozart.
Or it could be extremely stupid in that you can only move in increments of feet.
Yes, SCP-5280J, the Imperial System.
You have to move a distance of 12 inches.
That's actually not a problem because, well, actually no, I can move 12, 24, or 36 inches because that's my maximum stride.
Hence increments of 12 inches.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Well, actually, if we're going that way to break it, increments of feet. Well, I move 0.5 feet, 0.1 feet.
Yeah, if we go that route, then yeah.
Numbers, they're divisible forever.
You know what? Screw it. Push it. Because if it's the Imperial System, then technically I can use a car still.
And you can never get hurt, which I hope implies some form of indestructibleness. Indestructibility? I don't know how to... I'm just going to say invincibility.
Yeah. No, it's probably more along the lines of that part of your brain simply ceases to function. You're probably like, what was that one guy?
They have a condition where you don't feel pain, but that's different than not getting hurt.
Oh, yeah, leprosy. That's what it was.
It's not leprosy.
Really? I thought lepers couldn't feel anything.
Oh, lepers can feel stuff.
And what am I thinking of?
There is a condition where your brain simply doesn't register pain. That was on an episode of House.
All right, your turn.
4chan is removed from the internet forever, and all users are banned from the internet. Wait, that's already a con. But Tumblr becomes world-renowned and respected.
I don't use either of them, so I'm good.
Aren't these supposed to be, like, swapped? Tumblr becomes world-renowned and respected, but 4chan is removed. And see, here's my problem. Tumblr becomes, okay, great. except for all users are banned from the internet, meaning nobody can use the internet.
So the pro is actually a con, and the con is actually another con for specific people, myself and
Yeah,
I included.
it's a double con. As much as, 4chan is a place, and I'll leave it at that. Tools are either good or bad. It's the users that use the tools, and I'm much more neutral in things in that. Oh, it doesn't really affect me, so I'm not on 4chan, so I don't really care. I won't push this one.
Wow, 50-50? Well, 52-48. Wow, I didn't
Yeah.
expect that. All right. Earth establishes contact with aliens, but they will invade and kill all humans within your lifetime. Isn't that every alien movie ever?
Not all of them.
Still, not pressing the button. Because it says kill all humans while I'm a human. So that means
Well,
my life ends within my lifetime.
isn't that the definition of the word lifetime?
My
So
life ends.
within your lifetime, okay, we're being invaded by Gorzlok, the slowest motherships ever that take 70 years to get here.
Well, 70 years. They're obviously traveling the speed of light from like Andromeda or something.
So
Probably slower than that.
I can literally make up a story. So we actually contact and then immediately piss off aliens because we made the wrong dialogue tree option in Civilization 6. Oh, I didn't know I insulted your people. We're at war. God dang it, Gandhi. Its words were backed with nuclear weapons.
Actually, that's exactly what happens in the movie Independence Day. We released the dove, which the aliens didn't understand what it was. They thought it was a weapon, so they killed it and started killing everyone else.
I was more thinking the humorous older movie Mars Attacks.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Well, the aliens are defeated with really bad music.
Yeah, that's the way Independence Day ends.
What was the one where they're killed by water, or the one that they're killed because we have like flu viruses and that just completely wrecks them?
I know the name of it. I really do. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it.
Yeah, they remade it. I want to say like The Day After Tomorrow, but it's not freaking rad. I'm like Bear Taffy. Movies, haha. No,
All right, so that's a no for me.
they're with the majority.
Cool. Your turn.
You forget the worst thing that has ever happened to you, but you still feel the emotional weight of it, but don't know why. That's exactly like all of my memories of school at this point.
That sounds like a double negative to me.
It is, because that would just make the situation worse. It's like when I went and got my angiogram and they sedated me, and there's literally this gap of my conscience that I know I wasn't dreaming. I was awake, but I don't remember anything. And it's this horrible feeling of there was something that happened and I don't know what, and I was there.
You were there. You set a watch. We can go back in time and we can watch the video of you with your chest open.
Angiogram isn't chest open. So an angiogram is they cut a hole in your wrist and then they take a camera and a bunch of stuff and then they pilot it to your heart and they take a look at your heart. In my case, I have a 70% blockage outside of my LAD or something like that. There's a med student that I probably just made cry, and either way, I won't do it because this thing is worse and I'm barely with the majority. Ready for yours?
You will get one, two, three, four, five. That's
Million, billion, trillion. You'll get one quadrillion.
every day. But it will only begin to happen once all your friends and family are dead. Okay, deal. I get reimbursement for my friends and family dying.
Well, on the con side, it doesn't say what currency this is. There's just a dollar sign, yes, but
Well, that means it can be Canadian, American.
Zimbabwe trillion notes, which are worth 23 cents and are now much more collectible because, yeah, here's a legal tender thing for 100 trillion.
There are only three currencies four that I'm aware of that use the dollar. There's American, Australian, Canadian, and Chinese. So as long as it's one of those, I'm good. But
All right.
assuming U.S. currency, yes. Zimbabwe, it's still money.
So 300 trillion is a banknote. That means a 1 quadrillion is approximately equivalent to getting $1 a day.
It's still money.
All right.
Your turn.
You'll have an infinite supply of plain tortillas, but you will never have any dip.
You dip
You know,
tortillas.
well, I'm guessing like tortilla chips and like Tostitos or whatever. Saying that wrong. You know what? I would still push this in a heartbeat. I have an infinite supply of plain tortillas. I have solved not only our nation's energy crisis because we can burn my infinite supply of plain tortillas, but world hunger.
Exactly. Just ship them out. Every country gets some plain tortillas, and only I can never own dip. You can have dip, and I can have your dip because screw you.
Well, even if so, I have this box that it just you pull it, you put your arm in, and you just get this plain tortilla out. Even if that was completely like the tortillas are rotten, you can still throw those in a bioreactor and get methane gas off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So again, that's infinite energy solved. Just have my bag of holding and say, "Hey, give me 1 trillion tortillas," and I'm like, "Okay, I have infinite." Ready for yours?
Mm-hmm. The ability to see future. There's nothing you can do to change it. That's exactly how it already is. Nah.
Nah.
Well, why would I want to see a future if I can't change it? And besides which, wouldn't seeing the future cause me to change the future? It just doesn't make any logical
Actually,
sense.
that's a great thing. But so here's why you should push this. You can see stock prices in the future. You can't do anything to affect the stock prices, but you can say, "Hey, sell all of your Bitcoin or buy a bunch of Bitcoin. It's going way the heck up."
Well, it
You
doesn't say
can't
there's any
change it,
limit.
but
Sure,
yeah,
why not?
you can't, but I can.
Okay, fine. In that case, push it. Last round,
Yep. One each or just me?
one each.
Alrighty, give me something good. You have the ability to speak every language fluently, but you cannot remember things from more than 2 years ago because it takes up too much brain capacity.
That doesn't even make sense.
This is an easy push because it's called writing stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
I can just speak every language. Okay, cool. I can't remember things from 2 years ago. Well, luckily I have this piece of paper that tells me here's what all of your memories actually were, written in 8 different languages.
Mm-hmm.
Ready for yours?
Yeah. You'll have the fastest CPU of each gen. Every gen, there's going to be a 5% increase on performance. What? You will
All right.
have the fastest CPU of each gen. Every gen, there's going to be a 5% increase on performance. That's a double positive.
So this is said in reference to Intel CPUs. So you had their original I series, which was Nephilim chipset, I believe, or whatever. The Nephilim I series, and you had a modest increase. If you had something like a Core 2 quad, it was like you're modest. But if you came from a Core 2 duo, then the Nephilim i5 was just a huge jump. And then you had Sandy Bridge, which was also a huge jump, even from Nephilim. But then you have Ivy Bridge, and there's no reason if you have a Sandy Bridge to upgrade other than slightly better power consumption. And then you have Haswell, which again from Ivy Bridge and from Sandy, barely any performance increase. And then you have Broadwell, which I think was limited to like 3 CPUs, and then Skylake, and then Cannon Lake, and there's barely a 5% performance increase, if that. Now, if you went from Sandy Bridge to Skylake, you might actually get a noticeable increase. But literally, Intel has only been putting out basically +1 chips. Statistically, yes, they're better, but will you notice it or will you feel that speed? No, you won't. And
Hey,
that's what that all refers to.
I anomalously have the fastest CPU of each generation. That means it just randomly appears on my computer as soon as it's released. Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Yeah, I'd push that just for the free CPUs.
Anomalous CPUs. 35% of the people don't get that it's a double positive.
Oh, they're expecting better gains for their buying a different CPU.
Oh, they think they're buying it?
Well, you
Yeah.
also have to then buy the motherboard and the RAM to go with it. A great example is if you bought the early AM3 CPUs and motherboards that used the old DDR3 at like 2.1 volts to go then into AM3 Plus, the Bulldozer series, and having to get new RAM because your old RAM was, DDR3 2.1 volts versus the 1.5 it got standardized as.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still maintenance costs with moving to CPUs, which is why I think people didn't push it.
All right, well, that was update number 36, 3 years.
Yep.
Your family and friend can't. Okay, you didn't put an S on the end of friends, so I can choose which friend.
No, but that's the thing. Once you singular the friend, the friend can't.
You cannot be immortal. Why? I don't like you.
Actually, no. The word is immortal, not immortal.
I'm willing to let that
Which
slide.
technically means the same thing.
You're not mortal. You're immortal. But mortality is something in. I'm getting backtracked.
You're +1 mortal. Like increase.
What was I saying? Something about 36? Yeah. Update number 36. Thank you very much for watching. This is Achela, signing out.
Velitha, peace out.